takes your ride to the next level. From horsepower gains to custom enhancements, we deliver results. Late Model Racecraft. We talkin' or we racing?
Man, I just got done making a 60 to 130 passing this thing, and it ripped. Even on these tires, again, the weather's been kind of shitty. It's been rainy here lately, so the roads haven't been the greatest. 60 to 130 time was still fast, but it could be even faster if it hooked up a little bit better. But that was awesome. This thing is so much fun to drive. It can still be a daily driver. To run that kind of a time is a blast. So, moving into the car itself, Matt K shipped it to us. Oh man, I think I'm gonna mess up the state. I think Nebraska, I could be wrong. It already came modified with a ported supercharger and headers on it, obviously a full tune. It was really down on power when we got it. I wanna say it was only making a little bit more horsepower than stock. It was 550 or less rear wheel horsepower, if I can remember correctly. So we did everything that we could to turn this into what we call our 1,000 horsepower ported supercharger, meaning it's a max effort 1.7 liter supercharger, and we did just that. So we picked up over 300 rear wheel horsepower gains from when it came into us. So first thing, obviously, is going into the engine with the camshaft. It came to us, again, just with the ported supercharger. It had the regular rotofab, and it had headers on it. So first thing we did was we pulled the supercharger off. It was ported, but we didn't know when it was ported and who ported it. So we went ahead and did our newest version of the Kong port for the 1.7 liter supercharger. Also, the rotofab cold air on it, we upgraded to the Big Gulp cold air. From there, the 103 throttle body, and then of course to get the horsepower, we pull the engine out, put our camshaft in it, change lifters, springs, push rods, the whole 9 yards, on flex fuel so it can run on E85 or pump gas, and then same thing with the breather. I think it came to us with a Mighty Mouse breather on it, which again, nothing wrong with it, but just the way it was routed wasn't proper, and then the way we install our breathers, not only in my opinion look better, but function when they are routed properly. So there are a few things that we did to this car. Again, it came modified already, but to take it that next level, there's certain things that we have to do to ensure that when we put our name on something, it's gonna leave and go back to Matt. He's gonna be able to enjoy it, and as y'all can tell from the tires in the back of it and the 60 to 130 pull I just made in it, he's gonna use this car as I would as a weekend toy. So I have to make sure it's reliable, shifts good, and then the parts that are on it are correct. And then obviously when we're finished, tuning is the main thing. As y'all can see, when the car came in, it had good parts on it. He intentionally bought the right parts, whether who installed them or who tuned it, I'm not sure. But just because you buy the right parts doesn't mean you're gonna get the right end result. So you have to have the right combination as well as the right tuner to put it all together to have a reliable weekend/daily driver, and that's what we have here. So I am hope you enjoy this, guys. I'm gonna go out and get a little bit more driving time in it, as well as Jason's gonna show you some more footage of when I drove it earlier today before the rain comes. So obviously, guys, adding the parts we did, one of the main things is fueling when it comes to a package like this, whether it's a stock supercharger that's been ported or we put a 2650 on it. Low side fuel system we added to it, the big bore, so we changed the mechanical fuel pump, and we put larger DI injectors in it. Again, this car can run on E85 and it's still fully direct injection. No port injection added to it, no meth kits. You just put 93 octane in the tank or E85 in the tank, start it and go. As well as a P3 gauge to let the customer know what his ethanol content is while he's driving the car. So again, I'm gonna go try to make one more pull before the rain comes, and then get this car back to Matt. keeps you rolling. It was pulling to the little left, I just let it go with it. Even on these tires, man, that felt good. The LMR surface wasn't the best right there, but again, I just let it. It was pulling to the left a little bit. I just went with it, just because of the weather we've had here lately has not been the best, so the surface isn't the best right there. But man, that thing felt good as shit. I'm gonna pull over and check out that log and check all the shift points and everything on it. And that was a 3rd gear roll. With the tires we have on it, we could do 2nd. It'll just be, I'll have my hands full, but a good 2nd gear roll from this car would probably be the money spot if the tires are warm and it's hooked up on a good road. 3rd gear right there, that was excellent as well. But yeah, I'm gonna pull over, check out the log, make sure everything is good, and then this thing, we'll get it cleaned up and get it sent back to Matt. Another badass ZL1 finished and heading back out of state. Another reason we chose to take this car in is because the customer is okay with us starting from scratch, meaning the whole drivetrain is coming out of it, and we are going to completely replace it with a 427 cubic inch engine, new clutch, new fuel system. We're going to try to do port injection on it. We're going to upgrade the head unit, probably a few new brackets. Pretty much this will probably be, when we're said and done with it, the highest horsepower pro-charged C8 in the country when we're done. But so it came in looking like this. Hopefully in a couple weeks or in a week and a half, you'll see a cool video or picture of this thing going back together with some cool parts on it.